wanted to talk about speeding up your manifestation. Manifestation. Yes, I can talk. And triggers and affirmations and being stuck in that state. So to speed up your manifestation, I figured out that if I just stay in that knowing state, that I know that I'm a good person, I know that I'm gonna have what I want. Why? Because I deserve it. And triggers, that's what really gets me as far as my manifestation not being here. I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to look at the 3D. I wasn't going to be bothered. And that's one of the things. I know that in the past, when I was manifesting Sean, or he had blocked me or something like that, once I decided that I didn't care, I didn't give a bleep, and once I stopped dwelling on the fact that I was blocked, or he's ghosting me, or I haven't seen him, and just kind of like stressing out about it, he would unblock me. And he can't help himself. That's the honest truth about it. He cannot help himself because I'm the best thing that's ever happened to him. And he's the best thing that has ever happened to me, basically. I love him. But I'm not going to be bothered by his crap. Period. You want to block me? Maybe you need some space. Take your space. Don't. I'm not worried about it. I'm still living. And that's my advice to you all. Don't let it bother you. Be unbothered. Don't give a care. And as far as affirmations, I decided to probably about a year ago, and I realized it, that music, the music I was listening to was always sad music. Every time that I would dwell on him, I wanted to like cry it out and get it out and listen to all these sad songs. Well, little did I know, up until about a year ago, it was keeping me in that state of lack, that state of the fact that I didn't have him, that state of missing him and wanting him and desperation. So my advice to you all is don't listen to those sad songs, because really, at least all the time anyway, really you have to understand something, that music, lyrics in general, are affirmations. We've all listened to those songs that have hyped us up, like especially when you're working out and you're listening to that really upbeat music and how it makes you want to push through those reps and push even further with your workout. That's exactly what lyrics do to most of us who listen to these sad songs and we're missing our SP. So I decided that I'm not going to let my music, my choice of music, get to me like that. And when I'm feeling like it could get that way, I turn it off. Or I'll fast forward past it. So what did I say I wanted to talk about on this video? So speeding up your manifestation is staying in that knowing and not being bothered. Don't check the 3D. And I say don't check the 3D. Don't go to social media looking where he or she is, because that's going to trigger you. And don't do anything that might trigger you in the sense that you would get upset. Yes, we should, or we're human, we should have some kind of emotion about something. Like right now, I'm really upset that Sean is going around other women and doing that without me. I love him very, very much, and he claims that she's nothing. And the relationship is not like that, but my thing was, you fixed her car, you fought her boyfriend, you stepped in the middle of an argument and fought her boyfriend for her, and she gave you a hug, and you mistakenly have called me by her name, and you've done her the same way. And apparently she gets upset when you've used her name, because he told me this the other day when we were together, that she gets upset too. So tell me again that you're not in a relationship with her, and I've been with you for 10 years, or chasing you, I should say, for 10 years. So, and I guess go right on into third party. She's a third party, but I'm ignoring her in the sense that she's not bothering me. I'm not bothered by her because she can't fill my shoes. And if she ever tries to, she's going to have a lot of work ahead of her, because I'm the bomb.com. And I need to change my story too about him, and I know that will speed it up too. I love him very much. I just get so frustrated as to some of the things that he's doing, and hey, so that's where I am. But I am Mrs. Sean Moretti, no doubt. I've been that for the last 10 years. And if you guys have listened to my other videos, or if you've listened to me on Spotify, I've had a Spotify account for the last year. I've just decided to put everything on YouTube, because that's where everybody's going, is YouTube. And I'd like to be in the mix of all of that as well. It's helping me in my therapy as far as getting through this journey. And hopefully, if there's anything that you guys can apply from this video to your life, I hope so. I wish you all the best, because this is a journey. This is a conscious way of living, utilizing the law of assumption. I want to talk about mindset and self-concept. So what kind of slows down our manifestation is certainly our self-concept. When we sit here and we think that we are not worthy, not this, not that, if I sat here and cried at the fact that, I'm not chosen, he's not with me, I would stay in that state. And that is the biggest thing, the state of being. And, at first, when I was first learning about law of attraction and coming into the law of assumption, it clicked for me, because, we hear these meditations that some of the coaches do to try to get you in that state. But in all honesty, you're the only one that can get into that state. You put yourself in that feeling, and you can put yourself out of that particular feeling and get into the desired state you want to be in. And that's how I feel about other people's meditations, So anyway, and I'm going to do another video on the law of cause and effect, because once we understand that we cause everything, we can manipulate and get the desired outcome we want. Shoot, I might as well go ahead and talk about it now anyway. So the law of cause and effect. There's always an effect from something that we do, cause, right? So as far as my breakup or any situation that I might be going through, I caused it. And when I first was listening to the law of attraction and the law of assumption, that was a hard pill to swallow. It really was. And but once I sat back and thought about it, that everything has an effect. Every cause, everything that I do has some kind of effect. So the breakup, Sean doesn't like the fact that, and I'm just guessing, he doesn't like the fact that I have boundaries. We've been together and in and out of each other's lives for the last 10 years, not even in and out. We've been together for 10 years and I want to be married. That's what I want. And he feels like that's just a piece of paper. So my comment to him was, if it's just a piece of paper to you, then why don't you go ahead and sign the piece of paper, since it means something more to me? You're trying to, you want to please me, especially if I've been in your life all these years and I've done all these things for you. And I have proved to you that I am that wife. I've been your support system. So anyway, that's cause and effect. And, some people may question, well, that traumatic event that happened to me, how did you cause that? Well, it's not necessarily that you caused that act. It was your behavior that attracted that to happen. Or let's use Sean for example. He was in a car accident back in 2012 and he hit a bicyclist, and the bicyclist unfortunately died. And it wasn't his fault, because nobody gets in the car and says, I'm going to kill someone or I'm going to run someone over. But had he not gotten behind the wheel that day, at that moment, and decided to go that route to wherever his destination was, that accident would not have happened by him. And he even said this years ago. He said, Kim, if I had just stayed at the gas station for 2 more minutes talking to whoever I was talking to, I would have missed that guy. Somebody else would have come along. So that's how cause and effect of intentional and unintentional can happen. It's inevitable. It's a law. It's a natural law. Anytime we do something, there is an effect or a reaction, right? So that's why it was a hard pill for me to swallow when I figured out, or I was told, that I caused my own breakup. So my cause in that, he doesn't like my boundaries. He doesn't like my so-called rules. So he was out. But he's been back many, many times, because they always come back. The SPs always come back, in the sense that you're dwelling on them and you want them and you are pursuing them or being persistent about getting them and getting what you want. We're all connected. They sense that and they get curious. I can't tell you how many times that Sean has said that he was thinking about me or he missed me. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to title this. I hope you enjoyed it. Please go over to Spotify check out my Spotify account. It is called Manifesting Your Reality, the Law of Assumption. And I basically tell you how I did something, or what happened to me step by step, and how I caused it, and the reaction, and what happened, and so forth. So, happy manifesting.